Hi everyone. Thanks for stopping by. Jarrell here. So today we have seen some activist working in the games industry named Colby Payne. I just want to quickly summarize what he said. I'll put in the links content creators that are covering this topic more in full. I'm not going to speak that much on this person, and I'll explain why in just a moment. But quickly, I just want to summarize that Colby Payne is an activist who is working on the upcoming Perfect Dark game. He's called gamers a mistake. He says gaming is for everyone except bigots. But then he labels anyone who doesn't live in his cult's echo chamber a bigot. So that's you and me and literally everyone else. We are the bigots. He says that we are racist pigs. He says that we are the worst people that he's ever met. And most importantly, he says he wants to make games that gamers don't want to play. And that means that he's making Perfect Dark to be a game that he doesn't want us to play. Something that we have seen recently is that when a developer speaks out like this, every single time, even though I've tried to help and defend these companies, they prove that they stand by this. When someone speaks out like this, these activists, it is never just them speaking on their own. We always see time and time again with insurmountable evidence that the entire studio shares this philosophy. They share this cult mentality that you and I are inferior, that we are bad people because we don't agree with their cult's echo chamber. We do not agree with their identity supremacy. They are people who say that people are superior to other people because of their identity. They hire based on skin color, based on political um, uh, philosophies and beliefs, whether or not they will tear people down because they don't identify, because they don't have special pronouns. And I will not be addressing this person directly. I don't even have the suit in my studio here today because this is a child. This is a small child who unfortunately likely did not receive the support growing up that he needed. And this child is not a real level designer. And the reason why I know that, he claims to be a level designer. I've been promoted. These studios are all diversity hires at this point. We know that. It's been proven. There's evidence. They're hiring based on skin color, based on sexuality, which I do not believe is legal, but they're doing it anyway. And we have seen that the companies producing these games are producing games that are just not very good because the people making them are not setting out to create good games. They are setting out to lecture people on politics and identity supremacy. I personally have no interest in that topic, so I don't care. But Colby Payne is not a real level designer because Colby Payne, in an interview, said he was asked what is the most important thing about being a level designer, to something to that effect. And his answer was the most important thing about being a level designer is listening to feedback. And there is so much wrong with that. You have to have such an exceptional level of conceptual planning and an understanding of the needs and requirements of your project and understanding the way in which your audience, your player interacts with that environment. There's so much to go into this. And honestly, this is not something that you can just explain to people and then have them shake their heads and go, oh yeah, I understand it now, I get it now. There's so much complexity and depth to being a strong and competent level designer. And the fact that Colby Payne's answer was, oh, the most important thing about being a level designer is to listen to feedback. Sorry, man. You've got a long way to go. But this is a child, so I don't even want to touch this subject. You guys know that I don't punch down on children. That's my policy here, so I won't be touching that subject. And in all honesty, this is a very boring subject. This is a very boring person. I've been doing research and looking into this. This is still a child. No offense, but grown adults who live outside and spend time in the actual world, who don't sit on Twitter all day long, clicking the like button on their echo chamber for their cult. Those people are interesting and worth talking about. Colby Payne is not worth me talking about. So I've got better videos coming up that are interesting and they're about Marvel Rivals, but I mean, there's nothing interesting to say about this person. And unfortunately, this means that this is not a good sign for Perfect Dark. This means that the entire team that is working on Perfect Dark are like Colby Payne. They are people who dislike gamers, who hate gamers, and are actively setting out to make games that we don't want to play. I'm a normal gamer. You are a normal gamer. We are just gamers. We just want good games. And these people do not want to make games for us. He's already said that we were a mistake, and he wants to make a game that we do not want to play. Okay, then I won't play Perfect Dark. Okay, go make your game. Make it for you. We have seen time and time again these people attack gamers, they insult us. I cannot address the insults coming from a child because there's no credibility or threat when it comes to insults coming from a child. So I feel bad for Colby Payne. Anyway, thanks for watching.